What do a life simulation game and an assassination sandbox have in common? On the surface, nothing. InZoi is about creating and living a virtual life, while Hitman 3 is about infiltrating locations and eliminating targets. But at their core, both games give players choices, freedom to decide how they approach their objectives. So today, let's put them head to head and see how these two vastly different games stack up against each other. But why even make this comparison? Because both games push player creativity in their own ways. InZoi lets you craft and customize a life with endless possibilities, while Hitman 3 forces you to think outside the box, adapting to every mission. It's all about freedom, but the kind of freedom you prefer will depend on your playstyle. This contrast also highlights a fundamental difference in gaming experiences. Some players enjoy slow, immersive gameplay that mirrors real life, while others thrive on tension and strategy, planning the perfect execution. By comparing InZoi and Hitman 3, we're diving into what makes each experience unique and appealing. And let's be honest, who hasn't wondered what would happen if Agent 47 decided to settle down in InZoi? Or if an average InZoi citizen suddenly had to survive in the world of Hitman? The clash of these two worlds is what makes this discussion so intriguing. Gameplay differences: simulation vs stealth action. InZoi is a life simulator where you create a character, design their home, build relationships, and choose their career path. It's about shaping your life and experiencing different stories through your decisions. Hitman 3, on the other hand, is a stealth action game that puts you in the shoes of Agent 47, a highly skilled assassin. Your goal? Take down targets with precision while staying undetected. Every level is a sandbox of opportunities. Do you go for a silent takedown or create chaos? The key difference? InZoi is about living, while Hitman is about eliminating. But what does that mean in practice? InZoi allows you to build and nurture relationships, invest in careers, and create a life that unfolds over time. There's no rush, no pressure, just the freedom to live as you choose. Hitman 3, on the other hand, is a game of tension and precision. Every mission is a puzzle where the player must carefully plan each move. There's no room for hesitation, every second counts, and every action has consequences. This contrast also reflects in how players engage with the world. InZoi offers a relaxing experience where players can sit back and watch their choices shape their world. Hitman 3 demands constant awareness and adaptability, keeping players on edge as they navigate dangerous environments. Ultimately, it comes down to your preferred type of challenge. Do you want to craft a life or perfect to kill? Both games offer deep, engaging experiences, but in entirely different ways. Graphics and world design: realism vs interaction. InZoi, built on Unreal Engine 5, emphasizes hyper-realistic visuals, making everything from lighting to character animations incredibly lifelike. The world is designed for immersion, with AI-driven NPC reacting dynamically. Hitman 3, while not as graphically cutting-edge, excels in world interactivity. Each level is a puzzle with countless ways to manipulate NPC and the environment. While InZoi creates a realistic world to live in, Hitman 3 builds a world designed for stealth and strategy. One of the most impressive aspects of Hitman 3's design is how the environment reacts to the player. Every interaction, whether it's poisoning a drink, setting a trap, or disguising as an NPC, influences the unfolding narrative. The depth of interactivity means no two playthroughs feel exactly the same. InZoi, on the other hand, aims for immersion in a different way. The hyper-realistic graphics and AI-driven NPC behavior create a believable world that feels alive. The game focuses on everyday life details, like realistic lighting, weather effects, and fluid character animations, making it visually stunning. Another key difference is how these worlds are structured. Hitman 3's levels are dense, handcrafted sandboxes where every element serves a gameplay purpose. InZoi opts for a more expansive, open-ended approach, allowing players to experience a world that mirrors real life and predictability rather than a tightly controlled game environment. Ultimately, while InZoi prioritizes realism and immersion, Hitman 3 prioritizes interactivity and gameplay depth. Both approaches contribute to their respective strengths, offering two distinct but equally engaging experiences. Player objectives: live a life or end one. In InZoi, your objectives are open-ended. Do you want to become a millionaire, build a dream house, or just enjoy everyday life? It's all about personal choices. Hitman 3, in contrast, has a clear objective: eliminate a target. But how you do it is up to you. Poison their drink, set up an accident, walk in guns blazing. It's a puzzle with multiple solutions, rewarding creativity and execution. Each mission offers a range of tools, disguises, and opportunities to complete the job in ways that feel unique and personalized. Whether you manipulate NPC behavior, exploit environmental hazards, or use advanced tactics, every playthrough can unfold differently. The game also adapts to the player's approach. Silent assassins who leave no trace will have a very different experience than those who go loud and aggressive. The world reacts accordingly, increasing security, changing NPC behavior, and making every action feel impactful. This level of flexibility makes Hitman 3 a masterclass in emergent gameplay. Unlike InZoi, which emphasizes life building, Hitman 3 rewards precision, patience, and mastery of its systems. It's a test of both strategy and adaptability, ensuring that no two contracts ever feel the same. One of the biggest reasons for Hitman 3's replayability is the sheer depth of its mission design. Every level is a dense sandbox filled with disguises, hidden pathways, and environmental kill opportunities. Players who take the time to explore will constantly find new ways to approach their targets, making every playthrough a unique puzzle to solve. Additionally, the game's AI behavior adds another layer of challenge. Guards, civilians, and even targets react dynamically to the player's actions, forcing adaptability. A missed opportunity or a careless mistake can drastically change how a mission plays out, requiring players to think on their feet and adjust their plans in real time. Another standout feature is the mastery system, which encourages players to experiment with different assassination methods and unlock new tools. This means even if you've completed a mission once, there are still dozens of creative and satisfying ways to eliminate your target, ensuring that each run remains engaging and rewarding. Ultimately, Hitman 3 offers an unparalleled level of depth for those who enjoy meticulous planning and improvisation. It's a game that doesn't just let you complete objectives, it challenges you to perfect them. Replayability and Freedom. Both games thrive on replayability, but in different ways. InZoi lets you create different lives, experiment with career choices, and interact with the world in unique ways each playthrough. Hitman 3's replayability comes from its sandbox missions. There are countless ways to take down a target, making every run feel fresh. One game lets you build endless stories, while the other lets you execute infinite strategies. InZoi gives players a blank canvas to create a life from scratch. Each decision, from career choices to social interactions, shapes a unique narrative that can unfold in countless ways. The freedom to design, develop, and experience a virtual life makes every playthrough feel personal and immersive. Hitman 3, in contrast, offers a different kind of freedom: the freedom to master an intricate web of possibilities within each mission. Whether you choose to blend into crowds, set elaborate traps, or go in guns blazing, the game rewards creativity and strategic thinking. The more you play, the more you refine your approach, turning each assassination into a finely crafted operation. Replayability in InZoi is about reinventing your character's story. Will you be a struggling artist, a powerful CEO, or a carefree traveler? The world remains dynamic, allowing for new experiences and outcomes depending on your choices. It's about the journey and the endless possibilities that come with it. Meanwhile, replayability in Hitman 3 is about refining execution. Mastery levels, alternative kill methods, and hidden opportunities make each run a chance to improve, experiment, and challenge yourself in different ways. The thrill comes not just from completing a mission, but from discovering the many ways it can be done. The verdict: which game is for you? So, which one should you play? If you love creativity, storytelling, and shaping a virtual life, InZoi is for you. But if you crave tactical stealth, strategy, and thrilling assassinations, Hitman 3 is your perfect game. Either way, both games offer freedom, whether that's to live a life or take one. Before you go, let us know in the comments: are you more of a life builder or a master assassin? Do you prefer the open-ended creativity of InZoi or the strategic depth of Hitman 3? And if you enjoyed this comparison, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into gaming worlds. We've got plenty more matchups, breakdowns, and discussions coming your way. Also, let's get a debate going: what would happen if Agent 47 tried to live a normal life in InZoi? Or if an InZoi character had to survive a Hitman mission? Drop your wildest scenarios in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.